LCSP Part 6 Intellectual Property Strategy for Tasigna. Nilotinib's patent as an inhibitor of tyrosine kinase was filed in July 2003 in the US. It was implemented as an international application and filed in major market countries at the same time. This is the patent abstract from the US Patent Office. Seeing the details of the abstract, the assignee is Novartis AG and filed on July 4, 2003, and there is PCT file date and number. Tasigna's patent expiration will be 20 years after the patent filing, so the expiration date is July 4th in 2023. Let's see another patent approaches. There were twice patent approaches for nilotinib related to the treatment in CML patients, and these were implemented in 2006 and in 2012. In July 2006, Salt claim for the method of preparing, and in March 2012 for the patent use of treatment of Philadelphia chromosome positive chronic myeloid leukemia. This is a chronological view of patents and regulatory actions. The principal patent was filed in 2003 and the IND submission was in the next year, 2004. And in 2006, NDA was submitted, and in 2007, Tasigna was already approved. So the development of this drug was remarkably fast because the first approval was for the treatment of chronic phase or accelerated phase Philadelphia chromosome positive CML patients who are resistant or intolerant to prior therapy, including imatinib. Imatinib has become the gold standard and a blockbuster for the treatment in patients with CML since it was launched, but there is a certain percentage of patients who are resistant or intolerant or even at first respond to imatinib. Exist people who develop resistance to imatinib with time. So Novartis conducting a trial with imatinib resistant or intolerant patients obtained this approval with the hope to keep the advantage in CML treatment market. Biomarkers or companion drug. There is no companion drug co-developed for diagnosis and monitoring of CML patients to detect BCR-ABL fusion in chronic myeloid leukemia. FISH technique and PCR methods are commonly used. Since Tasigna is still under orphan drug exclusivity period and protected by its patent, I didn't find any major litigation on the internet. Recently, there was a bad news for Novartis. India rejected patent plea for Gleevec in April of this year at Supreme Court. This isn't Tasigna's case, but Tasigna was developed as a second generation of tyrosine kinase Gleevec to take over the CML market after its forthcoming expiration. So Gleevec's patent issue is very important also for Tasigna's life cycle. Novartis spent more than 10 years seeking a patent in India for Gleevec. Also, other pharmaceutical companies were observing this Novartis case in India, having two key questions. One, will India's young regime provide the same protection as those in America and Europe? Two, will Indian regulators tolerate high drug prices? The answer to both questions seems to be no.